Massive candle on ES here on this 5 minute. Insane on this 1 minute. Let's see if it holds this 5150 in here. NQ a lot weaker, so if I'm looking to short, I want to short NQ here.
Order filled.
Alright, one con here, seeing some selling added to this ES move.
Order filled.
Alright, there's my add up right there. I want to see how ES acts here at 5150. This is going to be telltale sign what we're going to do here. ES is holding this 5150 at the moment. Key area in here. Let's see if it falls through. Nice. Nice. Alright.
Order filled.
Just bought one con back, that's all. Rest are at break even now. ES is really trying to hold this 5150 in here. Nice dump through view up here.
Order filled.
Sold one more in there. I want to see a nice rejection of this 5150 area now. Keep on going. Big sellers in the tape here. Huge negative delta here. Alright, I'm selling one more. See some big prints on ES in here. Wow. Look at that dump. Crazy. I'm out. See, like aggressive sizing like that, how I went one con and then boom, as I saw more history get created, total of 4 cons. This made my risk to reward 100 times better. Well, actually, like 2-3 times better than what it would have been. I could take profits earlier. I can secure the bag earlier. It's absolutely key for me and the way I trade. Keep an eye out on 5144 here also. And again, anyone has any questions or anything, just toss them in the chat here. But 5144, keep an eye out. It's beginning of range. It is the biggest volume profile of the day also. So we'll see when that trades, if that's going to come up to this key area on NQ for the next move. I'm looking to take one more trade.
Order filled.
Drew, for the options, like I said, all I do, I'll send them in the trading floor. But all I do is I go 1 to 2 outside of outside the money. I'll look to trade that. Right now, all I'm looking at today is obviously SPY and QQQ, what we do every day. These are the cons I'm looking at. They just post them in the trading floor. Again, especially with I like to play 0 DTE, so in the beginning of the week I really just play SPY and QQQ, and then Thursday or Friday, that's when I'll look for like Nvidia and other movements like that. Big selling down here. I need to see a break in here. Now I'm going to exit early here.
Order filled.
Yeah, so especially like if you want those big gains, or if you have a small account, I would look for the option contracts that are 1, 2, 3 days out, like I said. Unless you want to play it really safe. If you want to play it really safe, that's honestly amazing, but I prefer to take the riskier option contracts. I'm okay with losing like 30-40% of my contracts, but the gains are obviously usually 100 or over 100. That's what I look for. Another break and retest of 17,822 to then short again, or if this demand plays and we find buyers, I'll look to take it back up into equilibrium or market open area. That's the two moves I'm looking for. Again, I'm also only going to be playing one contract when in the morning I used 4, so the risk there is very, very minimal. I'm really hoping for a move up on this higher low, but we might wedge in here and stay at the 5140 area. Just keep that in mind if you're looking to chase a move here. I'm really hoping for a reversal in this area, honestly. I'd rather see a reversal showing that 5150 and then coming down. If we claim over it again and we start to print higher highs at 5155, that's going to create a lot of pain. A lot of people went short. There was a lot of eyes on 5150. It was a very known area, very basic for most traders. So I'm really looking for a squeeze of that. That would be great. That squeezes, then NQ squeezes over supply. We're going to fly up very, very fast. Be a lot of pain in there. I'm okay with sitting on my hands, even though NQ is at this key area right here. Unless it shows a break and retest, I don't think I'd be interested. And if I'm longing, I'm 100% longing ES over NQ at the moment. If I'm shorting, it's the exact opposite. I'm looking to short NQ over ES. Unless we see a nice reclaim and then bulls really pull NQ up over here. Higher low did get printed, which is good. Nice squeeze up. We're really moving here now. Again, I'm not chasing this big candle. I would love to have gotten earlier, but I'm looking for VWAP now on ES, maybe showing some buyers in there. If not, I will sit on my hands and I'll wait. There's no edge in between those zones, and there's no edge in between a huge candle like that, especially on NQ, how NQ just wicks back and forth and has a mind of its own. Yeah, that's why I'm trading with, like I said, I'm using like a fourth of my cons now because I don't even want to put risk on the table. That one trade was good for me. I said it multiple times in the morning on voice chat too, that the market is setting up for a nice move early day. So we got very, very blessed with that. I personally hate waiting in the market, watching it chop. I want to see buyer support 51.45. I might enter early if I could see some good confluences in there. There's massive orders, massive positive delta. Alright, let's see if this is going to work in here. See massive positive delta in here, which means it once was a ceiling. Should deem as a floor now. Buyers should try to support this area. Buyers supported that area that I was noting with that positive delta. Very, very good in there. Just want to see 5150 now and possible nice squeeze up. NQ still floating at this VWAP area. It's got to start to show some strength here for ES to really pop through the area that we want it to go. Alright, I am long 51.4675. My stop is at 51.4475. Risking 2 points here, which is $300. I'm looking to target 51.53. Again, the $300 is not even 10% of my profits from today. So I'm risking very, very little. Just want to note that for everybody. Seeing buyers soak up those areas in there, that held my interest, along with NQ fighting that VWAP right there. As soon as we hit 51.495, I'm moving my stop to break even in here, so it cannot go negative on me. going to give it some room to breathe in there just because, again, like I said, I don't care about the 300 in there. Check the intraday commentary. You will see the delta profile. So all that massive positive delta was buyers trying to get above that level pre-market. So all those buyers soaking that up, they should deem that as a key area to become now support. I'm holding this for this possible squeeze in here. Like I said, we can fail it again, but if we get a nice squeeze, it would be very, very decent in here. NQ coming up to this previous support in here of 17,900. Let's see it pass along with 5150 in here. We might create this wedge if we fail this, which again, it's going to suck for today, but it'll be better off for tomorrow. Pulling one con here.
Order filled.
I also have a small position in option contracts that I'm going to let ride to either break even or a crazy number. Up about 70% on that one right now. Nvidia's coming to days open in here, showing some good weakness. VX is at low. Pretty much all to note, everything is just generally wedging in here. Apple's coming to this VWAP support. I really want to see it hold. That would be absolutely great. Yeah, we might, like I said, we might wedge in here. Be careful trying to take a break above any of these levels or break below if we're going to hold this wedge, because that's what it's looking like. It's already setting up for a nice wedge today. I can bet you that halfway retracement on NQ is very close from the top to the bottom of the day. Alright, so the 50% Fibonacci is sitting with VWAP here. So we want to see a hold of VWAP with the 50% Fibonacci on NQ if we're going to look to continue this long in here. Just keep that noted. If we find lack of volume in here, we might just end up wedging at this 5150 area, accumulate more volume, and then get the final move. I hope that's not the case. I'd really like to just get that nice clean break, some take profits area, and call it a day. But we shall see what happens. I would like to take profit at 5155 area for me. That would be great. That would be a risk to reward of 413 in there. Also, when I go small size, I really don't, not that I don't care about the risk to reward, but it's not as important to me personally as if I'm full size in a position. That's when it matters a lot more, in my opinion, when I'm full size. I might take one out at 5150 and leave one for a possible runner, like a squeeze, 5155, and then leave one for a squeeze, but we'll see how price acts up there if we get up there. But we're starting to stall out here. Volume's drying up a little bit. Nvidia's testing this day open and it's failing here. Yeah, just falling shy here. Whole market's starting to retrace down. About to get stopped out.
Stop filled.
There we go. Again, soaking up that level in there. See that massive wick in there? Should have kept that stop loss. Yeah, I mean, the day, it's still early in here. It's still very early. Thesis is still valid of that first trade that I told you guys about. That wicking in there, that support of that 5145 area. Still very valid. That wick was insane. We'll see what they do with it here, but I still have interest in this level if it holds. If it does not hold, I'll look to short again underneath 17,865 on NQ, and I'll look to short NQ, not ES. Just keep that noted. But again, if you look at the chart, especially on ES, it looks like we're going to have that big wedging day. So be careful trying to take breakouts. Again, if you're profitable today, if you're up, there's no reason to continue trading, especially when you're not an edge. If you see an A+ setup, okay, take a half risk or a quarter risk trade than your usual trade. Like I said, that second trade on NQ was one contract. That's usually 4 or 5 for me at the moment. So just note that. I followed plan exactly 2T with the confluences also, and it was still a quarter of my trades.